Hey, welcome back to part 3 of restoring a 79 Yamaha YZ 400. Today I'll be taking off some more parts to get it ready for restoring, so stay tuned. Today I'll begin with taking off the carburetor. So let's begin taking off the carburetor. So in order to take off the carburetor, you'll need to loosen up the Phillips on each side of the carburetor. Then you'll be able to take off the carburetor. So let's get our Phillips and loosen up the Phillips. After you have loosened up the 2 Phillips screws that clamp down the carburetor, you want to take off the cap off of the carburetor. The cap just unscrews. Then you have to disconnect the cable from inside the carburetor. Once you have disconnected the cap from on top of the carburetor and disconnected the cable from inside the carburetor, you'll be able to remove your carburetor. Once you have removed the carburetor from the air intake boots, if you want to take the boot out and the reeds, you have to do the 4 Allen bolts right here on the edge of the air intake boot. So let's get our Allen bolt wrench and take off the 4 bolts. So next I'll be showing you how to take off your silencer. You'll want to get a 12mm wrench and remove this nut right here that holds on the silencer. Then your silencer should be off. I'll be showing you how to take off the grips, the throttle, the lever perches, and the kill switch. In order to remove the clutch lever, you want to get your 10mm bolt and remove the one 10mm bolt on the top of the perch. After you have loosened up the one 10mm bolt on the perch for the clutch lever, you'll want to get a razor blade and cut off the grip. In order to disconnect the cable down at the motor from the clutch lever, you want to hold the part right here that holds the cable, push the cable in and out of the hole, then you'll be able to remove the clutch lever. So after you have disconnected the clutch lever from the clutch lever under the motor, it should be off. As you can see, the spring's off right here. So now you'll be able to pull off your clutch lever with the perch from the handlebars. After you have removed the grip off of the handlebar, you'll be able to slide off the clutch lever with the perch. After you have removed the clutch lever with the perch on it, you may remove your kill switch. On the bottom of the kill switch will be one Phillips screw that you'll have to remove. And remember, on the back of the Phillips is a nut, so you might want to get the right size wrench and hold the nut down while taking out the Phillips. Then you may remove the kill switch. But remember to disconnect the wires to the kill switch to remove the kill switch. So once you have removed your kill switch, you may remove the front brake lever and the throttle. Just like the clutch lever, there'll be one 10mm on the top that you have to loosen, but before you can take off the brake lever, you must loosen up the throttle. Before you can remove the front brake lever, you must loosen up the 2 Phillips under the throttle, then slide off the throttle. Then you can loosen up the 10mm bolt on the front brake lever, then slide it off. Before you can slide off the front brake lever, you'll need to check your front brake adjustment down by the brake. If it's already too far out, you won't have enough cable to slide it off. So you want to make sure to screw down the adjustment all the way. Then take off the cable by sliding out right here. Then you may slide off your front brake lever. Now you may loosen up the 10mm bolt on the front brake lever and slide it off. Once you have got the front brake lever out of the lever on the front brake shoe, you want to turn these adjustments in with the holes lined up on both of them. You want to turn them in all the way until they hit the perch. Then you want to pull the cable out through those holes and undo the cable out of the lever. So once you have removed the front brake cable, you'll be able to slide off your front brake lever with the perch off of the handlebars. Now the last thing that I'm going to show you for part 3 is how to remove the handlebars. So you want to get a 12mm wrench with the socket and a ratchet and remove these 4 12mm bolts right here. Then take off the caps once you take out all the bolts. Then you'll be able to take off the handlebars. Then so you don't lose the parts, you'll want to put back on the caps with the 4 12mm bolts.